Hi all, and welcome back to the Customer's Toolkit. We are here to educate and inform everybody about the consumer's purchasing journey. Purchasing is such a critical part of life. Whether it is buying a good or a service, our goal is to improve your understanding of the consumer's journey to help you make better purchasing decisions. In this video series, I want to look at products like goods or services that were released and were mysteriously removed from that market by known and or unknown reasons. So we'll be looking at things like, what was the aim of the marketing strategy, what happened at launch, why did the consumers react the way they did, and what did the company do or did not do in response to the campaign. And then at the end, some thoughts and conclusions. As always, links are in the description. Today we'll be looking at Colgate kitchen entries. Yes, the world-famous toothpaste company once had pursued a brand extension into frozen foods in the US market in Madison, Wisconsin in 1964, as mentioned in an article by Alex at weirduniverse.com, who talks about Colgate in the 1960s, who found an article called Television Age magazine released on the 7th of November 1966 that tested 5 Colgate freeze-fried dried chicken and crab meat entries. The reason as to why they wanted to enter the frozen foods market in the US is quoted here in the Television Age magazine, page 72. It says that to enlarge its business, now dependent almost entirely on soaps and toiletries against the P&G and leather competition, Colgate has wanted to enter into the 4.2 billion convenience food field. Its efforts here have been fruitless. A line of dried chicken and crab meat entries under a Colgate kitchen label was introduced and quickly withdrawn. An apple chip called Snapples has been tested off and on over a 2-year period, and 1 or 2 other food items are in various stages. The company has specialty foods operations in France and Italy, but evidently is finding it hard to duplicate their success here, end quote. However, I did not find any pictures of Colgate frozen food dinners from France or Italy on Google Images, although I did find many articles talking about this brand extension in 1982. However, I haven't found any images of goods like a frozen steak or chicken dinners or so, and there is an image of a Colgate beef lasagna, but the image is a mock-up design created by the Museum of Failure in Sweden. So why would Colgate consider a brand extension in the first place? Well, the aim or idea that many articles researching say is that Colgate's kitchen entries would be the first thing that a consumer would consume, after which they would go and clean their teeth with Colgate's toothpaste. Sounds good until Colgate used its own brand to try and help promote its frozen foods, and not separating from it. An interesting slideshow by Audrey Jaspart at study project MA Marketing Dublin Business School, with a study project about an entry into the 1980s market at the time. Again, I haven't found any product images or sources showing a frozen dinner from that time period. Her slideshow discusses the targeted market as, at its core, would be working mothers with kids who had small amounts of time on their hands, then busy 1 or 2 parent families, and finally singles like college students, etc. The whole project ends up going into a marketing presentation with reasons as to why Colgate did or at least considered doing the 1980s entry into the frozen dinners goods. It's a good presentation as it shows what the Colgate kitchen label might have been as she developed a marketing campaign into this bizarre brand extension. Now, what happened at launch? Well, from the findings, it's clear that the frozen Colgate kitchen freeze-dried chicken and crab meat entries were quickly withdrawn from the market in Madison, Wisconsin in 1964. The reaction most likely was that consumers always thought of Colgate as toothpaste and the idea of the company who mostly focuses on toiletries and making frozen dinners is very off-putting. Hence, the company's response to remove the product in Madison very quickly. So some thoughts and conclusions. Brand extensions are about using the same company brand to enter new product classes with a new product using the same brand. This is a promotion tactic, as promoting this new product under the same brand can indirectly promote the company's other products. Brand extensions can be very strategic and profitable when it comes to using new product categories, such as different kinds of extensions in Virgin's products or Samsung devices, Star Wars, the Star Wars franchise, even Colgate's toothbrushes itself. Although in this case, frozen dinners produced, sold, and branded under the same umbrella as well as a well-known and associated toothpaste brand didn't react very well to consumers. At times, trying to break into different markets can be costly, and Colgate was right in withdrawing from this, and then moved to different product lines like kids' toothpastes, floss. This was an interesting search, as I couldn't find any images of Colgate's kitchen freeze-dried chicken and crab meat entries that might have been sold in Madison, Wisconsin in 1964. However, there were many articles online talking about a brand extension in 1982, though I can't find any pictures of frozen foods that Colgate might have produced. So maybe there was another trial run in 1982, but I can't find anything like the 1966 article Television Age magazine that Alex at Weird.com found. If you guys have any memories, pictures, or stories about trying it, I am sure we would all love to hear what your thoughts were. This is hopefully a start into a new ongoing series about product mysteries. Thank you all, and I'm really interested in your thoughts and ideas on this video, so please leave a comment in the sections below